they keep teasing there is a story. There's an overarching story to how they wanted to do this, except they just wanted to do like a multiplayer shooter.
I know, which is what bugs me.
They need a campaign mode, or at the very least, a movie to help people get introduced to the world of Overwatch, especially since this is, and I love the people who get on Blizzard's case, because this is the first freaking new IP from Blizzard in like 10 years. Blizzard has not done anything new. They've literally stuck to the same 3 universes for 10 plus years. And so at that point, let's just at least call a spade here. It's great that they're doing something new!
You know what? You know what Nintendo kind of needs? They need another new IP. Like, I know they got Splatoon, but I feel they need to branch out a little more and give us give us a whole new franchise.
Well, it's one of those things that I'm at least a little bit more. Yes, I know, guys. I'm trying to find the objective, and I'm not really finding it. But we're keep on going here, people. So at that point, it's one of those things where yes, they have Splatoon, but I love the fact that they're bringing in all of this new blood, because new blood brings fresh ideas. Is this it?
I'm also waiting for Mother 3 to finally get over to America.
You know, I hate to be the bearer of any, like, I think you were actually the one that reported on this, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
Was the rumor of Mother 3 getting a
an American, yeah.
And so at that point, like, I don't mean to be the guy to ruin the day, but at that point, I think they would be more than happy enough to announce, especially, like they said, in honor of our former president, Satoru Iwata-san. We're going to do this. That's how you would do it. In fact, have you played Star Fox Zero at all?
No, I haven't.
There's actually a nice little homage to Iwata-san in it.
Oh, is there? Mm-hmm. That's so
basically
awesome.
At the end, I'm not spoiling anything for this, but at the very end they do a little dedication to our wingman, who we couldn't have done this without, and it's very clearly speaking about Iwata-san.
Oh, that just like warms and breaks my heart all at the same time.
So at that point, I mean, if they were going to do it, then that's how they would do it. But I have a feeling that Iwata-san wanted to do it. He just wanted to do it in a different way. Which, you know, like a newly rebooted Mother 3 based in current engine, I don't know if I wouldn't have minded that. But I agree with you. There needs to be more new blood, new ideas, and I have a feeling we're going to get some new ones in the coming years.
I hope so. Because I mean, like, right now, I've, like, I feel like a kid again, where I moved away from Sony and went to Nintendo, and I feel like I'm going back to Sony.
Oh, man. That actually does bring up an interesting question that somebody did want to ask, and I was thinking about leaving it for the Q&A.
Okay.
Maybe we'll ask it here.
Okay.
So you're a gamer, you've played for numerous amounts of generations, and you played on, I'm guessing, a good amount of consoles. So at that point, one question that people wanted to ask is, like, if you had a choice to, like, you could only play one console in your life for the rest of your life, what of the consoles you played, what would that be?
That is a really good question.
It is,
wow.
Isn't it?
I
actually tried.
You guys.
I actually tried to answer it myself, and I'm just like sitting there going, "Crap," because there's so many other good games on this console, and I can't do it.
I think ultimately I would say the Nintendo GameCube.
Okay, so I'm gonna let people smack me upside the head right now. I had the item, and I kept on walking past this area, and I didn't do anything with it. So there you go. You get to smack me upside the head. Yay, Drac! We're not hardcore enough. Okay, but yeah, it's a hard question, isn't it?
Yeah,
Uh-oh. We've got a cutscene.
Well, I answered the question, so I'm good.
Oh, did you? What was it?
I said Nintendo GameCube.
GameCube? Okay.
My number one all-time favorite game?
Hi there. That's awfully convenient.
Welcome, sir.
Of course her hair's covering her nipples.
Of course.
Is this your first?
Because that's what hair does, right?
Not mine. Because I don't have hair long enough to cover my nipples, nor do I have hair on my nipples.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Capcom, this is awfully convenient.
You'll never want to leave.
Oh, I already want to. You're not satisfying me at all.
Now that's what I...
Yeah. about to pull up his pants.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, it's a fight she means, not necessarily, pleasure seeking.
Oh, I was thinking pleasure.
Well, yeah, he pulls out the sword and gives you a completely other idea.
Then, come on, sugar.
Oh,
Girl,
all
you're
right.
not Southern. You can't use that term in endearment.
By the way, so can I have just one quick ADD moment
Yeah.
on the comment in question?
Yeah.
So they actually did point out that yes, Hideki Kamiya did not work on this game. He worked on the original Devil May Cry. He was not working on Devil May Cry at this point. They actually brought in, I think his name is Hideaki Atsuno, to finish out the Devil May Cry series. Because at this point, Kamiya had moved on and was actually, I believe he was conceptualizing Platinum. And so at that point, he went to go do that. But the guy pointed out, like, Platinum didn't work on this. I never said they did. But, because it was Capcom. But if we're going to argue semantics here, then technically, yes, Platinum did, because a lot of staffers on Platinum side, who did they work for first?
Capcom.
They worked for Capcom. And I can already vouch in at least some regards, if you look at the Bayonetta cast in the credits and you look in here, there are a lot of similar names.
I'll probably recognize a few names when credits start rolling at the end of the Let's Play.
So at that point, yes, you're technically right. Platinum didn't work on this. But you're also technically wrong. Platinum did work on this. Okay, now we can finally start hammering you. And we're going to turn on...
Oh, we're gonna hammer her, huh?
We're going to hammer her hard. Ooh, my...
Not what I'm typically interested in watching, but I since it's here, I might as well.
I'm sorry, I have to do this now. I have to do this. Ooh, my. Because I love pulling out my George Takei. Because it's crap, and people get mad at it. Dude, I'll admit, and I have a feeling George Takei would still look at me and go, I admire your spunk, kid. That's what would happen with me.
I think it was Fan X this year.
Yeah. No, it was Koenig that was there, Walter Koenig. Which made me sad because I wanted to meet with Walter Koenig because he's worked on other stuff aside from Star Trek that I'm a fan of.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because he worked on the one sci-fi series that apparently sci-fi fans can't ever mention, Babylon 5.
Why?
Just reasons, I don't know.
Oh my Lanta.
But like I've mentioned to Star Trek fans that I'm a fan of Babylon 5, and they're just like, oh, you silly person. It's like, seriously? Are we literally going to go down this road? Okay, I'm almost out of health again. Let's just go ahead and do a full-on.
That sounds like a good idea. I think there was something else I was saying about the question I answered. So yeah, my number one all-time favorite video game I played on the GameCube, and I played this game over 20 times.
Okay.
So if I could only play one console for the rest of my life, it would be the GameCube, just so that I could continue playing that game. Because I would be lost without it.
Okay.
Was-
what was the game again?
The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
You know what? I'd probably be there with you because it's to date, it is my favorite Zelda game. Oh no! No! She's healing herself and killing me!
Oh, ew, I don't like this. Ew. I did not like that at all. That was creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of corny in my opinion. Oh no!
After you, like, healed yourself all the way up, too. That sucks.
Yeah. Well, she is a vampire after all.
Oh, that would make sense. So, yeah, Wind Waker is my number one favorite game. It's, in my top 3. With that being said, my favorite Zelda game obviously would be The Wind Waker at that point. For some reason, I want In and Out, because that's the first thing that came in my head talking about Wind Waker.
I guess my next question would be, like, how did you feel about Wind Waker HD?
It's the only reason I bought a Wii U.
Okay, alright. So you did like it. You liked the fact that they took some elements out.
Oh yeah, the finding the shards of the Triforce of Courage.
Yeah.
So much easier. Oh my gosh, like, it took me a second to figure out what they had changed and what I needed to do, but the second I caught on to it, I had it done in less than half an hour.
Yeah, that's actually... So, I haven't technically played Wind Waker HD yet, but the fact that they took that quest out, or at least shortened it...
Simplified it.
Yeah, they simplified it, and that made it so much better for me, and why I've made a very strong argument that when we go to Wind Waker on Draken Shadow, we play HD.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no. Little jiggle in there.
Of course. Ouchie.
You missed your head.
So, wouldn't you?
I love how you don't see any remnant of a wound.
Oh, just wait. It's gonna get better.
What?
Yeah.
Your father was a handsome devil. But you're no slouch yourself.
Ooh, flirting.
And of course, we have to watch her hand trail down.
Oh,
And she becomes our next weapon. A guitar?
what? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Insert hair metal band joke here. It gets better, so it can actually become things other than a guitar. Or at least I think it can. Yeah, it can become a scythe.
Oh, that is really cool.
And they always said a guitar was an axe. Man, did they get it wrong?
Clearly.
I love the fact that we have the pyro there, just conveniently. So this is why I recommended this to you, man. Because we have moments like this that just come out of nowhere.
And I have this big old grin on my face because I'm just like, what did I just watch?
Exactly, exactly. And so it just helps with the whole prospect of it. So now we have Nevin, or Nivan, which is a guitar, and that's pretty much what it will be the entire time. Oh, hi lady.
Hey, girl.
It's so nice to see you interject yourself in here.
Because that's what she's been doing the whole damn time.
Yes. Of course, because this is totally plausible. Lara Croft, eat your freaking heart out.
Nah, Lara Croft still has a special place in my heart. This girl just makes me feel really wet when I shouldn't. Like,
Well, see, the problem is that with Tomb Raider, you have to bring up Angelina Jolie, and I'm actually on the opposing side of that argument. I'm not a fan of the Tomb Raider movies, and I don't think Angelina Jolie was a good pick. for
they
Lara.
were okay. I'm looking forward to the reboot. I think
Yeah.
they chose a really great actress.
I'm trying to remember who they picked, because they actually have a pick now.
She it's the girl who won Best Supporting Actress, the Academy for Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Danish Girl.
This year? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
she-
right. Okay.
And she was also the robot in Ex Machina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like the artificial intelligence in Ex Machina.
Now I need to go see Ex Machina.
She has really droopy boobs though.
Well, but see, here's the thing. This is not Big Boob Lara anymore.
I will.
So,
Well, that's because I think the team on Square Enix that worked on the game had a lot of females who were like, we're gonna make this reasonable and logical.
actually, believe it or not, Square Enix had very little input on the matter. It was completely IDOS. that
Oh,
did it.
really?
Which IDOS was the ones that made the Big Boob Lara, too. So they decided to go with a more natural feel. Granted, they still had kind of a rapey moment in the first game, but you're going to have those moments occasionally.
Yeah.
So, for every good thing, we have to point out a bad. So,
Well, with every good thing, there's a bad thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that's a tangent I don't even want to go on.
yep. So we actually do need to take a quick break. So when we get back, we will continue on with now our new weapon, Nivan, and continue on in the Temen and Negru and show just how not herd cur we are.
Soon we will reach the lair of judgment.
Oh, really? Will we?
Temen-Negru will finally regain its
Judge me all you
full
want,
power
I'm not
and lead us
scared.
into the demon world. The world where Sparta's power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the
That
advantage
gaze.
is you.
Mm.
I need to
Your
fart
son.
really bad.
I just need to cover Brinton in my wet, smelly brown farts.
See, I love the fact that you go into the sexual references and I go into the fart jokes. It's like, well, we're technically talking about the same area. Welcome back, by the way, people.
He's just spreading his cheeks wide open for me.
Mm-hmm.
I could just slip on in.
Really bother you?
Couldn't have timed that better.
Why didn't she kill? Perhaps because she's your daughter. Did some pesky fatherly love get in your way?
Oh,
I mean,
shut
after
up.
all, I murdered my brother.
Oh no. Did he just do what he did? Yeah, he did.
To further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife
How rude.
to become a devil as well.
I need to fart really bad now,
Knowing
too.
this, I thought
You know what,
would be
before,
more
like, this very scene here where, you know, showing that he put his sword in him,
Yeah.
the scene before where his
No
head's all
one
leaned back and he kind of looks like he's having an orgasm, yeah, that was a thing in my head.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, Virgil, yes, touch it. Just like that.
Well, he did ram his sword in, so, you know.
Demon.
Again, I mean, I'm not into BDSM, but I would consider this taking it too far. Oh, is he going to be cut in half? Fall in half. Fall into two pieces.
No,
Ow.
unfortunately not.
Now that the final door is open,
Which is funny, because you're the one that gets queasy at all this stuff, and you're like, cut him in half! Cut him in half!
I know, I'm so complicated. I don't understand myself sometimes.
People say this isn't enjoyable. I'm enjoying myself, I don't know about you! The job. Alright, so we need to strengthen the silent bridge. I don't know how we do that, but...
I don't know how a bridge can be silent, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, pretty much. So, we get the stone mask. And so, we actually did have, we got into some interesting discussions after our break, because you're currently working your way through Final Fantasy VII, and I'm always interested in
where I'm at, how I'm doing,
and what you think overall, because you know this is technically considered the most popular, in the series.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whether or not it's the best, I would argue on that one, but I can get why people love it. I'm not necessarily in that camp. I think it's terrifyingly average, and the unfortunate part is that it's influenced so many storylines after. I mean, we've made the joke that Lightning from 13 is Cloud Strife and Heels, and well, we keep getting a laugh out of it, people.
Now I really gotta play 13 based on your recommendation.
You really do. Like a lot of games in the Final Fantasy line I'd recommend to you, but get through 7 first, because
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be playing. Like Okay, I'm gonna restart my sentence.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Because I am very, very, very confident that I will still be playing 7 when 15 comes out. So I will be playing
Probably.
I will be playing 2 Final Fantasy games at the same time, casually, and 1 for YouTube. So I'm just like,
Yep.
Yay!
Okay, so really quick, we're gonna swap this over to Navon, because we actually do have a bonus item that we can get from Navon.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not that good with Navon, so we'll see
Get
if
some
we can
practice
get it.
now.
Yeah. So
We
ahead
gotta
and-
destroy people with the power of music.
with the power of music, indeed. And speaking of music, that's actually one of those things that I did want to ask you on camera was, how are you liking the music of 7? Because here's the thing, all Final Fantasies up until 13, I believe, because I think 12 still had him doing it, were all done by the wonderful, the great, the powerful Nobuo Uematsu. And so at that point, you're not that far into the game, but you probably have some opinions on the music as of right now.
Oh, I love it. It has, I wouldn't say it's, like, brought out massive emotions, but definitely the way that it was composed and the timing and just kind of, like, how he put it all together and just putting it in, and just placing it in the perfect moments. Oh my gosh, it's just made the game for me so
And
far.
Trust me when I say this, the music only gets better from here.
I'm really excited.
It's one of those things that I'm very happy to talk about 7 with, is that the music, it's still Uematsu's finest work. And here's the thing, with Uematsu, it only got better. It really did. Like, even in the bad Final Fantasy games, the music is still good. And so at that point, I still have tracks from those that I probably shouldn't. And so I'm going to lose some Final Fantasy cred here now. I have tracks from Final Fantasy VIII because they're good tracks.
I think if the for example, I made a comment about the music in our Batman versus Superman review.
Yes.
And I pretty much was just like, the music made it for me. Like, especially that fight with Doomsday. Oh my gosh, I could listen to that on a loop. That was so good. It like really. I felt.
Are you talking about the theme when like Wonder Woman steps in?
Yeah, that was wild. Oh my gosh, that was like the one good part of the movie that I liked was when Wonder Woman stepped in and pretty much dominated the fight, and I was just like, wow, this is really happening. But besides,
and yet even though I came out and talked positively on Gal Gadot, I still had people coming out and saying, "You still hate Gal."
I want to see more.
Yeah, I'm more excited
with
for. I'm more excited for the Wonder Woman movie now.
Oh, me
because
too,
that will flesh
absolutely.
out the character for me. Oh crap! That was my fault completely, and I keep on walking into the blades.
He just likes it.
I apparently do. I apparently dig the pain.
It just feels so good. Ugh.
And I literally walked into that one too. Oh, did they literally respawn? Okay. I'll have to go back into this room again too. Ah! Damn it! It's a good thing this isn't a hardcore run.
Because if it was a hardcore run, this wouldn't be happening.
It would be, but, you know, then at that point, people would be giving me crap for other reasons. Oh, wait, they already are, so...
Oh, I know.
No, one of the reasons I wanted to bring up Uematsu-san is that this guy has actually not only influenced video game music as a whole,
Yeah.
he's influenced Japanese culture as a whole.
Really?
Yes, so
Whoa.
so here's a fun factoid for you. In the fourth game, he created a song called Theme of Love, which was... So, the main character has a love interest, and they're very open about it. And he created the theme for that. To this day, Japanese school children in elementary school level, when they do the obligatory "you must learn music," they do Theme of Love as one of them.
That is so cool.
Not only that, but in the sixth installment, so he actually got to create an opera, so to speak, or he at least got to create a segment of an opera for Final Fantasy VI. And with that... Oh, crap. Maybe I'll concentrate a little bit here. For that opera, he actually... So he created basically one song in it, because only one song ever shows up in the game. They
Holy
actually
spider.
have legit opera stars now that will do... Like, I'm talking female opera stars, especially in Japanese society, that will do that one song.
That's incredible. That is the sign of a true artist, to be able not only to influence, a video game,
Yeah, and here's...
but culture. That takes something.
Not only that, but like he's influenced Japanese culture in that regard. He's influenced US culture, obviously. He's considered one of the best video game composers out there. But the music world has actually like given him accolades for his work. This is still back in the day when like video games could not get any kind of recognition anywhere. Like John Williams never doing a video game.
If John Williams did a soundtrack to a video game, oh my gosh, I would probably cry.
I do know that he actually had some offers come his way. I don't know if he ever accepted one of them, but he did have offers, but he wrote them off. He was like, I'm not doing stuff for kids. Granted, again, John Williams did Star Wars.
He did Harry Potter.
He did Harry Potter. I think he did E.T. as well.
Yeah, he did E.T. for sure.
So at that point, he was like literally one of those people that wrote off video games as a kiddie element. Why would I write for a toy?
Oh, my Lanta.
And so it's one of those things where, okay, yes, John, you're right. Video games are a toy. But at the same time, it's an interactive medium. You could have done a lot of good music for it.
He should definitely get on that more, seeing how video games are becoming more cinematic. So in my personal opinion, I feel like that would make more sense to him, because it's like, well, I don't, you can't really view it as a toy anymore because there's these intricate stories and these developers go out of their way to make it very immersive. So if I found out that he wrote the soundtrack to a video game, even if it's just like the crappiest game in the world, I will still play it just for the music.
Yeah, because it's freaking John Williams.